Hello everyone, I'm Sharpedo43 once again, bringing you all another Wi-Fi battle. This battle is going to be somewhat of an anything goes kind of battle, just because according to the opponent, this battle was kind of like where you can use anything basically. But my opponent for this battle is going to be LizzyRed9000. She's a streamer on Twitch, as well as one of Vandy's moderators on Twitch as well. And she was streaming Wi-Fi battles, and like I said, this battle is going to be pretty much anything goes, because she takes battles on Twitch, but like you can use literally anything. She uses these kinds of teams that are not very try hard, despite asking for anything goes. So with that said, I definitely decided to bring a team that's not try hardish. At least I didn't think so. The team that I'm using right here actually is a team that I actually prepared for the Valhalla League, but I actually never got around to using it. But I kind of like the what I made with the team, in all honesty, like the sets that I applied to this team. So I wanted to try out in a battle and see if I can showcase it in a battle, you know. So yeah, and that's kind of where I found LizzyRed, and I was thinking, you know what, let's use this this team that was kind of meant for the Valhalla League. But I mean, I'm already done with Valhalla League, so it's like, you know, let's use it here. And this is gonna be the battle. Her team is very interesting, in all honesty. So here we go. This is gonna be the battle. It's gonna be against your girl LizzyRed9000. She's gonna lead off with Midnight, which is a Frostlass. I'm gonna lead off with Mimikyu. Now this lead was pretty debatable, but the reason why I led with it was probably because I wanted to see if she would lead with Darmanitan and if she would try to U-turn or something, and if so, I would probably switch into like Crobat or something. But she leads with Frostlass. I switch out because I don't want her to knock out my disguise, because I need the disguise, in all honesty, to be able to handle things like, well, Darmanitan or the Murkrow. But here she's gonna go for Shadow Ball on my Melodic. She got the Spadef drop on the first one, but not on the second one, and I was able to survive the second one despite the Spadef drop, and I was able to retaliate with his Scald. But thanks to the Cursed Body, I can no longer use Scald. Not that I could anyways, because she definitely takes me out with another Shadow Ball at this point. So what I decided to do here is just switch into Sharpedo and see if she actually goes for not Freeze Dry, if they even get Freeze Dry, in all honesty. I don't know if Frostlasses actually get Freeze Dry, in all honesty. I don't see Frostlasses very often, but yeah. So here I survived a Shadow Ball. I decided to go for Protect here with Sharpedo. I wasn't sure if she would switch out, honestly, so I just went for it anyways, just to see if she does. And if she switches out, I just had to make a play according to what she does. But she does stay in, and she actually goes for Destiny Bond, so I was actually glad I went for Protect just to see what this thing would do. Because if I went just straight for the Crunch, in all honesty, she would have just gotten me right there, in all honesty. So here I'm going to just switch out, go into Crobat. Hopefully she doesn't go for an Ice move, and she doesn't. She goes for another Shadow Ball, and I do take it very well. The Spadef drop wouldn't matter in this case, because I will just go for the Brave Bird here. And I was hoping I could take it out, because, fun fact, this Crobat that I made specifically was actually not attack invested, like fully attack invested. It was attack invested, but not fully attack invested. So I wasn't sure if because of that it would be able to take anything out, in all honesty. So, but thankfully I was able to take out this Frostlass. And here, she's going to go into the Darmanitan. Now, here, this Darmanitan, I was thinking it could be Scarf. Why else would she send it in against my Crobat? So I decided to just switch out into my Melodic. And even if it wasn't Scarf, again, with my Crobat not being fully attack invested, I didn't think I'd be able to do anything with it. And I didn't want to lose Crobat just yet. So what I decided to do right here was actually go into my Melodic and potentially scout what she would go for. Now, she went for Rock Slash, so this kind of gave me the idea that, you know what? Okay, so if she's Scarfed, I can just go for the Stealth Rocks right here. Surprisingly, this Darmanitan turned out to not be Choice Scarfed, and as a result, she just goes for a Flare Blitz here and does a lot of damage to my Steelix. Surprisingly, my Steelix was actually able to survive it, in all honesty. A Sheer Force stab, you're gonna see right here, is a Life Orb Darmanitan. It was able to survive that, which is actually kind of crazy. I do get my rocks up here, and she's gonna switch up the move to now Earthquake, so she doesn't get punished with Rocky Helmet, which is actually kind of smart, and take out my Steelix. But that was crazy that my Steelix was able to take a freaking Flare Blitz from a Darmanitan, man. That's just crazy. Either way, because now I know that this thing is not a Choice Scar variant, I decided to just go into Sharpedo again and just Protect again, and go for Earthquake, because this Sharpedo actually did have Earthquake, in all honesty. Remember that this is a team that I prepared for the Valhalla League. The Valhalla League is a draft league, by the way, which is where a league where you have to, which is a format that you have to actually like prepare to counter team opponents that you're going to be facing in an estimated amount of weeks. I don't know. But yeah, so I had Earthquake on the Sharpedo, and I was able to take out this Darmanitan with Earthquake. I mean, I didn't want to Mega Evolve here yet, because I might need the to reserve the Mega Evolution for something later. However, she does go into this Kartana right here, and I was thinking, you know what, I think this is time for me to actually pull out one slick tech here that I haven't used in a long time, in all honesty, but I figured this was the best time for me to use it. This Kartana is devastating for my team, in all honesty, so what I decided to do right here is just go for the Destiny Bond of my own here, and just let this thing take me out with Leaf Blade. I Mega Evolved just to look cool, in all honesty, because Mega Sharpedo does look cool, in all honesty. But yeah, I went for Destiny Bond, and she does Leaf Blade me, and she does lose the Kartana, which is really, really good, because this Kartana was probably the most dangerous thing on her team, in all honesty. It didn't let Mimikyu come in, like, you know, just to do whatever it wants, but now that that thing is gone, Mimikyu can kind of just run through a lot of her team. Or at least I thought. But check this out. Okay, so I sent in this Mimikyu. I thought I could just outspeed this Murkrow and just go for Play Rough. However, this Mimikyu was not fully speed invested because this wasn't a typical Smogon Mimikyu. It was actually a Draft League Mimikyu. So I think the opponent that I was preparing this Mimikyu for had some mons that I didn't need the full speed investment, but in this case I really needed it, and I didn't realize I had that investment. So as a result, it was able to take out my disguise. I do take out the Murkrow, which is good, but now I am super vulnerable to this Gardevoir here because it outspeeds me now, and I don't have my what's it called, disguise up anymore. So I decided to go for Shadow Sneak here just to get some damage out. But what she does here, interestingly enough, is actually go for the Destiny Bomb, which is like, yo, thank goodness I did not go for Shadow Claw, because look, she would have outsped me, and I would have gone for Shadow Claw, taking out the Gardevoir, sure, but then I would have lost Mimikyu. So what I decided to do right here was just hard switching the Crobat, hoping she does not go for a Psychic move, because would she really go for a Psychic move on a Mimikyu? She actually would have, and in fact I think she could have here, and I didn't really think that through, in all honesty. So this was one hell of a risky play that I don't know if it was even the right play to make in the first place, but it worked out in the end. And I am in fact able to take out this Gardevoir, thankfully, because once again, because my Crobat is not max speed, max attack invested, I was afraid of it not KOing anything. But thankfully it was able to, because Brave Bird is still a high attack, high base power attack, and Crobat is still stab on Crobat basically. So here I'm going to send out Conkeldurr. This is the moment where the Brave Bird actually does not KO due to the lack of full attack investment. It's right here against this Conkeldurr, because Conkeldurr does have quite a defensive stat basically. I go down to recoil, this Conkeldurr tries to Ice Punch me but fails because Crobat went down to its recoil. And now here I'm just going to send out the God, because this is the mon that hasn't done anything in this battle yet. Mimikyu already did its part, so now it's time for the God to finish off this battle with a Horn Leech. I mean, it really just came in just to do the finishing touches basically. But yeah, this is going to be the whole game. I'm actually surprised this battle was actually this close, in all honesty. But then again, I really didn't know what to expect with LizzyRed9000, in all honesty. And this team, once again, was a Draft League team that didn't have a whole lot of offensive presence or potential, in my opinion. Except the Sharpedo. Sharpedo was the only thing that did me wonders in this battle. But still, this was a fun battle. Good games to LizzyRed9000. I'll leave her handles in the description below so you guys can check her out whenever she streams battles if you're interested. But with all that said, I'm gonna get on out of here. Hope to catch you guys in the next battle, but for now, take it easy.